There's going to be a lot of players this playoffs with lots to prove. From superstars to role players, players will come and go if you can't show up when it matters most. Today, we'll look at the players with the most pressure on them going into the playoffs. This won't necessarily contain the best of the best in the league like Ant, Jokic, or Shai, but more like first, second, and third options who may have had disappointments in the past, or can be playing for their job this postseason. The first person we're going to look at is Karl Anthony Towns. Cat was actually pretty solid last postseason, playing a big part in their run last year to the Eastern Conference Finals, but it hasn't always been that way. Before that, he was known as a player who is very difficult to build around and a playoff dropper. We all know his strengths and limitations at this point in his career. We just need to know if the Knicks can win with him. The Knicks don't really have a long window left for contention, so if they have an early exit, Cat might be the first one to go. Next up, I have the player that got traded for him, Julius Randle. Randle has been pretty disappointing this year, mainly due to his inconsistencies on offense and his not great defense. Randle really took a hit in his play in the conference finals last year, and the ceiling showed. The question of can you win with him as your second option or even on your team arose. With higher expectations now, the Wolves' margin for error is little, and with them being in Giannis trade talks at the deadline, I think we know who would get shipped out first in that. Moving on to the next player, I have De'Aaron Fox. Ever since Dylan Harper got drafted, people have been very reactionary on Fox's future with the Spurs. He's owed $200 million, and since they have to extend Vic, Castle, and Harper in the future, they can't afford everybody. If the Spurs go out in the first or second round, it may be seen as disappointing considering they were a 60-win team this year, but what would be more disappointing is if Fox has a bad playoff run. His leash is only going to get shorter by the day, and since they have two franchise guards, Fox may not have a future with the Spurs much longer. My next talking point is actually two players in one, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. James Harden had been known his whole career as being a playoff dropper, and Mitchell has never reached the conference finals. And since the Cavs have been in the second apron for a few years now, the ownership is only going to give less chances. This team probably has the most pressure in the East to make a deep playoff run to prove they can win with this core. Questions like can they be a good enough defensive backcourt and can Allen and Mobley work together will be active the whole playoffs, and they need to be answered. My last player I have is Jalen Johnson. You may wonder why since this is his first year being the #1 option, but it may not be as pretty as it seems. Although Jalen has been a great offensive engine this year, he is a very bad defender, and the Hawks will wonder if they can build a team around him. With how great Nickeil Alexander-Walker ended this year, they may take the bet on him being a co-star to him. The Hawks need to be confident they can at least compete in a playoff series before truly committing to him. They have consistently been a play-in team for the last few years, and now that they're the 6th seed, they have things to prove. Let me know what you thought about the list, and if you have anything you would change about it. Also, give me your finals predictions in the comments below, and hit the subscribe button as I will have consistent content throughout the playoffs. Thank y'all for watching, and see you next time.